So I want to talk about this fabrication here for the 2018 Polaris, this battery issue. A lot of people complain about online. It doesn't start sometimes. This is the original battery, 109 cold cranking amps. This is the battery I'm putting in. As you can see, it's a tad bigger. So what I did was I bought this plate at Lowe's just to get it real quick, and it's 16 gauge 8. One was 6 by 18, one was 8 by 18. 16 gauge, and I made the back 5.5 inches high and the bottom 5.5 inches deep, and then I made this little lip here. So now I'm going to weld the side pieces that I cut. Shit. And I'm going to weld the side pieces. They don't fall in the box. I'm going to weld these pieces onto the side, make up a battery tray, and then it'll be big enough to hold this big battery. And like I talked about before on the Polaris, there's this back piece of frame here. So I'm going to bolt the tray to the back, those two holes in the left rear section of it, and I'm going to put another hole in that piece of like A-frame tower, whatever it is, coming up. I'll put a hole there for the side to give it more. And I was thinking about maybe putting a rubber, like a piece of rubber hose on top of the arm for the stabilizer, just to. I might lean it on there for extra support. That's a solid piece there, so it would give it extra rigidity, and it should be fine. When your cable's up along the side, I got these here from Amazon, connector to hold connect the original cable, and then 4 foot by 4 gauge wire, 100% copper, coming up through the frame and into the back. So you simply have 60-inch cables, number 4 wire cables, 100% copper, running right through the top of the frame area there, tied in, and then they go to a block in the front where they used to be. So I connected these blocks here. The positive side from the original terminal. I bought those off of Amazon. Mounted them right to the frame using one existing hole. And I put another hole, drilled another hole, bolted it, and connected the original tender in the same position. For the ground, I had to make a bar, like a little extension. The battery cable wouldn't reach from coming from the motor, the negative cable. So it's open, but it's a ground anyway. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's wrap this up. The 2018 Polaris. Install the battery conversion, change the battery from the center where it was into the back. So I fabricated this battery tray, and you have 2 bolts in the back on the frame, and you have another bolt over here, top of that A-frame tower. And there's the original strap mounted on 2 bolts coming from the side. Went over earlier in the video how I made this tray. Pretty simple. It's also resting on the stabilizer bar. There's like a little piece of rubber in there, and it's pretty solid. So this is the X-rated 500 cca battery mounted on the back of the Polaris to fix that starting issue that they have.